Let's look at the next move, which is lift the knee and forward stance or counter step. So with this move, I'll start with being a mirror. So this is the left side. We came through and we were at this posture. Let's get it here. I'll start it by facing front and then we'll see it from the other angles. For this move, what we do is keeping the body upright, set the weight down, lower the hands. Set the weight back, draw the front foot in, bring the hands up. Turn the palms over. Lower the hands. Lift the front leg. Front hand and front foot step. Bring the other hand forward as the weight comes forward. With the weight on that leg, lift the other foot. Place the foot down. Bring the other hand forward. Step. So that's what it looks like from the front. From the side, so it's easier to see what the footwork is doing through the whole thing. I'll start by facing this way. We've come through from this posture here. Left foot is forward. Weight is a little bit more on the front leg. Lower the hands, set the weight down. Shift the weight back, draw the front foot in. Turn the hands so the palms face forward and down. Weight is on the back leg. Lower the hands, lift the front knee, step with the foot angled out, left foot, left hand. As the weight comes on that leg, other hand comes over the shoulder, step through, foot also turned out, right foot, right leg. Just to here. From the other side, facing the other way so you can see what the hands are doing there, we're starting again with the left foot forward. Set the weight down, lower the arms. Shift the weight back, draw the front foot in. Turn the palms over. Lower the hands. Left hand, left foot, 1. Right hand is not behind us, it's out to the side. Bring the hand by bending the elbow. So now the hand is in front of the shoulder, over the shoulder and above the shoulder, by the side of the head, but not here. Here to here. Shift the weight forward. Step the other foot through. So right hand, right foot. One more time. This time I'll face the same way as you, coming from this stance here. Lower the arms, shift the weight back, weight on the back leg, body fairly upright. Draw the front foot in. Weight on the back heel, lower the hands. Left hand, left foot. Step through, right hand, right foot. Other hand, which was down by the side, starts to come out again, not behind us, but to the side of the body, here. This gets us set up for the following move, which leads into the punch. But first we want to look at this particular move. Lift the knee and cross step, 2 steps forward. Important to keep in mind is the lift the knee part is not referring to your knee. It's referring to the other person's knee. You are here, standing very close to the other person. They're right here. From here, set the weight down, grab their knee, pull it, and come up. That's lift the knee. So think of it as lifting their knee, and then there's 2 steps forward. Foot is turned out. This starts to get us thinking about the martial applications within Tai Chi. And with that, there's a couple of important things to keep in mind. First one is, and they all come from the same thing, but the primary thing is Tai Chi is based off a grappling, or is a grappling martial art. All the movements are grappling, throwing moves, as opposed to martial arts which are kicking and striking martial arts. There are strikes, there are kicks in Tai Chi, but the fundamental approach is with grappling, which is partly why it's harder to understand the martial aspects of Tai Chi in general. Because it's a grappling martial art, when you're trying to understand the martial applications, instead of something where you're at a distance which would be useful for a strike, you're looking at the distance which would be useful for grappling, for throws, for trips, which is much, much closer. So the main thing to think about is to imagine, if you're trying to understand the martial aspects, is that the person you're working with is right beside you, right up against you. And so because of this concept of it being grappling, there's a couple of things that are important. We've talked about the bracing out of the elbows, bracing out of the knees. And from a martial position or perspective, this is important because if someone is right there and they were to press in on the knee, and that will break your structure, then it's much easier for them to make you lose your balance, trip you, throw you, so on and so forth. And so there's always this emphasis on bracing out the knees, having some space around you here, and also keeping the body upright. If you start leaning, then this is an invitation for them to just pull and throw you over. You start leaning back, leaning to the side, same thing. To keep the body upright, the body shoulders over top of the hips, is to keep the body stable while keeping the hips relaxed and changing so that you have the agility that's required. So that's what we see in this move. If I face this way, coming from this move here, again, fairly upright, not here where someone will take advantage of that top-heavy quality stance and pull you forward. You want to be here, body upright. Even as you reach down to grab the opponent's knee, here it's not this way. It's from here set down. The pull doesn't happen with the hands. The pull happens with the whole body setting back. And from there, the next move isn't necessarily linked. The movements are done to cue you on different opportunities, different techniques, different ways of applying the Tai Chi principles. So don't necessarily think of each move being a whole bunch of things that need to follow each other. The martial techniques are often very, very short. This is a good example. That's a martial technique there, within the sequence. The other one, walking forward, here, the foot is turned out and coming forward. So this can be something which blocks a low kick, or it comes down onto the person's shin and ankle. So the foot comes through here with a heel strike, and or the foot turned out coming down to control someone else's foot. Coming through, and then other opposite hand coming through here into a press. Follow that through with the other side, just to here. So those are some of the martial aspects of this move. There's additional things. Once we are here at the halfway point of the routine, the 18 posture routine, we see more of the obvious martial movements in the second half of this routine. So at this point in the course is when we start talking about some of the martial aspects of Tai Chi, continuing on as we have with building the fundamentals, understanding the principles, and building the frame.